Hey Scorpio, it's Amanda here with your teen rune scope. As always, I will be using a tarot deck in conjunction with the runes for your number reading. This month it will be the Medieval Scapini deck. It's by Luigi Scapini. And then as always, be sure to join me after this reading over on my Vimeo channel for part 2, your spiritual guidance for the month of September. This month it will be taken from the Goddess Guidance Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue. And I wonder what that was. There's a pin under a pin rolled under my my cloth here. But let's jump in and see what number holds as far as the runes first of all, and then we will add the cards to the mix. But the link to my Vimeo channel is below. Just click or tap show more or the little arrow beneath the video. It's different depending what device you're on. All right, Scorpio, team, which runes want to talk to Squirt about? Team. As always, Scorpio, these are general readings, so do keep that in mind. That means not all of these messages will be for you. Some are going to be for the other Scorpions that are watching out there. You can take a look at the video for your rising sign as well, however. That usually gives you some clarity or additional information that'd be useful to you in the month of September. If you would like something far more individual, far more specific for the energies that you are dealing with personally, then you can contact me for a private Skype session. Those are dollars. Just contact me at the email address here in the video, also below the video, if you want to check those out. But what's going on with Scorpio? Forcing. Challenge or focus. We have got, who do we have here? Page of Swords in reverse is the card. These runes. Well, it looks like to me, Scorpio, Page of Swords in reverse, to me, the first thing it pops up as in this, with these runes specifically, is bad news. It's bad news, but good news. So it could be that something comes in or some kind of news or message or text or gossip, because this can be gossip, especially in the reverse. You get some piece of information and it seems like bad news, but really it's good news. So bad news can turn out to be good news, or the gossip that you're getting is not accurate. So something at first that you think is terrible news actually turns out to be good news. This can also be a person, an air sign person, Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini could be involved. And in the reverse, I don't know, they could have been dishonest with you about something, but you're finding out, or you're, this could also be you hearing bad news about someone else, or that someone is like going, dealing with something that's going to affect someone else in a bad way, or they're going through a difficult time, but it I don't know. It makes you happy. I don't know. Could be. I mean, I'm not going to say that, it's not nice to hear someone that has wronged us is kind of getting their just desserts. But I mean, yeah, there's a lot with communication and news of new beginnings. But it seems to come in the form of there's a negative bent to the news itself. Or it could be, you finding out that someone is dishonest in time before you get in too deep, or before you, this is like catching someone in a lie and calling them on it, because Anzus is here. So, your challenge may be, for some of you, just figuring out like when to let them know, hey, I know you're not being upfront and honest with me. Or I know that, you're not telling me the truth, or that you lied to me, or you cheated on me, or you were dishonest with me in some way. Doesn't have to be a romantic thing. I think for some of you though it is, and we'll talk about why in a minute, but this could also be someone giving you advice and you don't know if you can trust the advice, or giving you some sort of piece of wisdom, or you consulting with a lawyer, you consulting with a financial advisor, or and you feel they're giving you biased advice, or they're not really on your side, or not in your corner. So that's the challenge. Those are the messages I'm getting for the challenge here. But in the present energy, so this is end of us moving into, you got 5 of coins. And Scorpio, I feel like this card has just been coming up for you month after month. Sometimes it's in the upright, sometimes it's in the reverse. This is financial difficulties, feeling hopeless. In some way. It doesn't have to be financial, but you know, it is a coins card. That's the tangible stuff of life. So yeah, always feeling like you don't have enough money. Or that you are left out in the cold, shunned on your own. You've been kind of pushed away, or left out of a situation. But Wunyo is here. So that tells me that the winds are starting to change, and even in the present, so into us going into, or whenever you be watching this, there's something to be joyful about, but it's like, man, I really like, so if you were waiting on a new job, or you kind of had to wait for a difficult situation to end so that you could start a new situation, whether it's a job or relationship, whatever, that's coming to an end. And it's like, I have to be patient just a little bit longer. I know joy is coming, or I know I got the job, but now I have to, tell my old job that I'm leaving, or whatever. I've got to put in notice, and it's a really busy time. They're not going to be happy about it. So, yeah, it's really conflicting here, Scorpio, because it's like we've got some bad things or negative things, but they don't seem to be happening to you. If they are not affecting you in like a full-on way. So that leads me to believe that either whatever is ending you wanted to end, or you wanted to get out of, whether it's a job, relationship, living situation, circumstance, like you either wanted to get out of this, or it's happening to someone else and you were just kind of involved by circumstance because you're close to this person and you're kind of helping them through that. For that case, maybe you're the one giving the advice to your child, or your younger sibling or your friend, about, this person lied to you, or this person's been talking behind your back. Here's what you do. I mean, it could be you being the advice giver in this situation, or, somebody who spent all your money, or they're not paying you enough. And yeah. So whatever this feeling of never having enough love, never having enough affection, never having enough money, whatever this is, Wunyo is here. So those of you that haven't already ended that phase, because I know some of you already did, because this card has come up as always, like in the end. Usually I think it's in reverse. Those of you few stragglers, if it is still affecting you and you're just like, oh my God, I'm constantly needing things, but I can't afford them, or I'm constantly needing to pay these bills, but I can't ever pay more than the minimum, or I can't ever get these balances down. That's looking to change, because there's either like, you're starting a new job. We do have a job offer on the table. Faye, who is here. So you have a start date, I feel. It's just, it's kind of like, oh, I may have to scrimp and save before, I start this job. Or maybe you've got a big payment and, the checks from the new gig haven't started rolling in yet. It's on hiatus and you're just like, oh my God. How am I going to pay this? The help that's coming in for you is temperance. So temperance is all about melding of opposites. It's about compromise, giving up one thing to get another, seeing things from someone else's point of view, empathy, compassion, everything in moderation, no extremes. So yeah, in December, it's going to suit you well to not go to extremes, whether it be emotional, with your money. I wouldn't make any big purchases in December if you can avoid it, with temperance as your help coming in. I definitely would watch the substances. If you drink a lot, I definitely would not drive under the influence. Because if you do everything in moderation, or if you haven't been so moderate, take precautions and get an Uber or whatever, or a cab. I wouldn't take any unnecessary risks with your money, or with your well-being, or with your safety. This is also a card that says patience is necessary, but I just feel like you're so sick of hearing that, Scorpio. Patience is the virtue that I feel is the most difficult for all of us, because it just, it's very difficult to be patient when we want something to change, or we want something to end, or we want something to begin. It's just like, oh God, how much longer do I have to wait? Because it always seems endless, right? No matter if it's been minutes or years. It always just seems like, oh God, this waiting, always waiting for something. And we really always are waiting for something. We're always waiting for the next. We'll get to this level and then we're waiting on this level, or we'll get to this level and then we're waiting on the next thing. It's the latter thing. So we're always kind of in this period of being dissatisfied with what we have. So I guess that what temperance is trying to say here is take stock of what you have. Some of you, it would be that you have to take stock of what you have in order to even figure out what's missing. What is it that I don't have that I really want? What is it that has been elusive? And is this a pattern? Am I repeating a pattern here? Because you have Thor's rune in reverse here, Thursday, and that talks about repeating patterns and just going through life, and you kind of keep repeating the same lessons. But the way to stop doing that is to learn the lesson. It's like, what do I need to do differently to not repeat this? And again, with this rune, seeking joy is somehow the key to this. Not taking the safe route in job, in relationships. It's taking the plunge, taking the risk, throwing caution to the wind a little bit here. Maybe you're a little too guarded, Scorpio. You can tend to have some trust issues when it comes to other people, but also that can block you from, you can kind of block yourself that way by being too cautious, and then get yourself stuck. So, if that's how you're feeling, though, I feel like for many of you, it's just a matter of the right opportunity coming in, and then you're soaring forward, and very excited and happy about a big change that you're making. What must be accepted about December? You've got the Empress. So this is the card of creation, fertility, pregnancy, children, motherhood. So some of you may find out you're pregnant. You may be trying to get pregnant. You may be going to see a fertility specialist. For some of you, again, going back to the physical, maybe that's what you've been lacking. It's like, I want children, but we keep trying, and nothing's happening. For some of you, it could be that maybe somebody told you couldn't get pregnant, or that wasn't going to happen, and then bam, September, you get the news and you're like, well, that person didn't know what they were talking about. That person was a liar. This could also be someone, for you guys out there specifically, someone telling you they're pregnant. And it either, maybe they're trying to entrap you, or, or you're not excited at first, but then you are, because again, bad news becomes good news, right? So it either turns out to not be true, or it turns out to not be your kid, or which may come with its own other elements of disappointment. But for you, I think it's just like, you're gonna find out and maybe be surprised, but then you're gonna be happy about it. You just be shocked for a minute. I mean, it's shocking news if you weren't planning on it. But I feel like for most of you, especially you Scorpio women who've been trying to get pregnant, this is coming to fruition. There also be travel involved to go see mom or mother or grandmother, or travel with mom or mother or grandmother that you're planning. You could be taking the trip in November, you could be going to visit your mom, or you could be planning a trip to take later, and maybe some kind of group thing or group retreat, or maybe you and mom are going to see other family members, or your family's going to see your parents. Or your in-laws. There's like group travel, or planning for that, to go visit, to go have a reunion with some people. And but yeah, this would be in spite of someone's best efforts to stop this from happening. And it could be a female. We've got the manipulative female coming up, the deceitful woman who, she presents herself as a friend, or as a lover, or as somebody who's worth your time, and then turns out to not be. But this is a wonderful, if it's not the travel, it could be that if it's not travel or pregnancy, it's just a wonderful new beginning with blessings. And this may be a new job that requires travel, but you enjoy that, or be connected to the travel industry in some way. And you'll be collaborating with a new group of people who are all very good at doing their part. This is the rune of interdependence, and everybody working together, like a well-oiled machine. All the cogs are greased and rolling, right? So this would be very lucrative for you, very beneficial and fulfilling, both monetarily and just satisfying you. Like, you like the work. It's work that you like to do. But the outcome of the month is the outcome of, you've got the Two of Cups in reverse and Fehu. So this could be literally leaving one job for another. And this could be a job that you were at first particularly very excited about when you first started there, or there was a great emotional attachment. This could also be you choosing between two opportunities, because one is just the better offer. There's more available here. Some of you have started a new job just not that long ago, like a few weeks or a month ago, but then a better one comes in and you're like, sorry, you gotta bail. It could just be that, again, bad news turning to good news. It's like, bad news with good news. It's like, oh yeah, here, I got this wonderful offer. I just got this opportunity, but I'm already working this job, and I just, I don't think they're gonna take it too well, that I'm cutting out or bailing on them, but I have a better offer. This could also be leaving one relationship for a better offer, or one that you feel is a person that you feel is more in line with who you want to be with. Leaving one partnership for another. But with the Two of Cups in reverse, this is indicating this was not a like soulmate partner. You know, there wasn't, if it was karmic, it was more of like a lesson or a transition relationship. Sometimes we're just with someone to kind of get over someone else. I don't recommend that. It's not really fair to the person, but we don't always know that that's what we're doing. So yeah, it's like you're leaving behind one relationship because you're excited about another offer, or you want to pursue something or someone else that brings you much more joy, satisfaction, happiness. You feel understood, or, you know, if it's a relationship or if it's a job, you feel appreciated or more appreciated. And that's shown through, in the job, it's shown through compensation, right? The most important thing, what we make. What are you going to pay me for what I'm doing? Well, that's more than what I'm making here at this job. So sorry, guys, I got to bail. So all in all, it's a good reading for Scorpio. You have two major arcanas here, but they're really good cards. The Empress card and the Temperance card again. So again, balance, moderation, but it's leading to a wonderful period of creation and fertility, and you're going to go far with whatever this opportunity is. So don't, or this relationship. So don't feel, again, the breaking up or the leaving one job in favor of another is not, it's what you're supposed to do. I mean, you know, it's just the way it's supposed to be. And yeah, it may be difficult to deal with the repercussions of that, or just to deliver that news. But again, I feel like you're so excited to kind of get going on the next thing or the next relationship or the next job that, you know, you're going to be able to move through this better than you think you will, or easier than you thought you would. For some of you, maybe it's, and I think Pisces got a similar message. It could be that you're getting, no, it was Taurus. You're getting news that the bad news enables you to get out of a situation that you wanted to get out of. So this could be like, I'm sorry to say, laid off from a job, or, you know, you're let go from a place, but then it's like, this void is filled immediately. Or you find out the person you're with has not been honest with you, or they've been deceitful with you in some way, but it gives you the out that you've been waiting for, because maybe you haven't been happy in this situation anyway. So again, just a few more things that were coming in here, Scorpio. But like I said, meet me over on Vimeo. I'm going to take a look. I want to look at this Two of Cups in reverse and the Page of Swords in reverse and this Five of Coins. I want to see if we can get more spiritual guidance for you. I'm going to shuffle the Goddess Guidance cards. We'll see what we can get from Spirit about more spiritual advice about how to handle these energies for the month of summer. So meet me over there. The link again is below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you back here in October.